MLB Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Joe Jackson is in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, it's not about the pitches you get. It's what you do with them. And from what I saw, balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. Well, that performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a really tough out this year.
Joe Jackson will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
All right, come on now. Let it fly.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Hard hit ball to second. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Well, this was a wise decision here to hold on at first base. Even though that ball's off the wall.
Brian Caballero will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Manny Velasco will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
Runner's on his way to third. Heading out towards shallow right. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Steven Nieto will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Hey, no outs here.
Swing and a looper to left.
You go, you go.
Jackson is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home first. Digging in to try it again, Joe Jackson. He singled his last time up.
Jackson.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Hey, come
Brian
on now,
Caballero
right
stands
right
in.
Here,
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Hey, come on.
Dante Sneed stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 3 innings complete. Harrisburg is out. Joe Jackson will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Hey, drive it deep, Big Doc. Here we go.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good...
Joe Jackson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hey, like you can.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
Here's the 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they take the lead. It's now 4-2. Joe Jackson will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far.
Now.
Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that'll build the lead up to 3 here in the top of the 9th.
Runner on third, nobody out.
Hey, clutch out for
Brian
right
Caballero digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Hey,
and there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now to the plate, Manny Velasco. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, second baseman. Hey, keep it going.
Matt Schaefer
your turn.
strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Right here,
and Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Need you right here.
Hey, 1 pitch. Make it yours.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Sneed moving to his left. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Back to second, and that's a double play. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Reading comes out on top in this one, 5-2. Good night, everybody.
For the Senators, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly.
Welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we move closer to the start of Eastern League action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Joe Jackson is our focus, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he...
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
They see it and drive it. Let's go.
Pulled toward right center field. Ivy giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight.
Get out.
And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
Batting second, third baseman, Teddy.
Well, there's no doubt that this guy can motor. They're going to need his energy tonight, and he gives them an early boost with that triple to open the ball game.
Teddy Collins will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April.
No one better. Let's go, kid.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Looped out towards short, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Brian Caballero will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
I would imagine that.
Manny Velasco steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And, you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, really no shot at 2 on a high chopper like that.
Joe Jackson gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Reading leads it 1-0. Tom Rodriguez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Hey, 2 here.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jackson on the move. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Senators lead it 3-1. Joe Jackson gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Hot shot to third.
Make the turn.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Harrisburg is out in front. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Joe Jackson. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Swinging a soft liner,
Make the turn,
and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Joe Jackson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Right here. Let's go, kid.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I think they stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Hit hard on the ground to second.
Dig,
Rodriguez scoops it up. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
4 runs.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more... The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over .550. So I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
Freddie Comstock will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent.
Joe Jackson will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over .350 to start the new season.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
A little party there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, wait for yours here.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Let's fly. Let's go right here. Let's go now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And with that, let's see how Harrisburg will line it up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Hank Preston will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Make your pitch.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Jackson has it in his tracks, and that's the third out. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0.
Hey, see it.
Joe
Drive
Jackson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Come on.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zapata is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The catcher, number 3, Patrick.
Terrence Sams is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Popped up. Lieber is there for it. One away.
First baseman, number 7.
Chase Herman is into the box. Reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Runner at first here, one man out.
Let's turn it now. Come on now.
This one's flared out toward left. Jackson coming on. Two gone. And the throw in gets away from him. James Wade will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame.
All right, here we go now.
Hit in the air to left.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Jackson is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter, number 00, shortstop.
Joe Jackson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Joe Jackson.
Hey, get the pitch. Drive it right here.
There's the circle change and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Down and away, ball 1.
Hey, have a rip up there right now, huh?
Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, Wade. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher.
Freddie Comstock will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. This pitch is popped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Joe Jackson comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here.
Touch up. Drive him in for us. Let's go, baby.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey,
Runners on first with 1 down. Got him. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He comes into this one with a ridiculous on-base percentage, over 500, so expect to see him creating some offense in this one. He sure has so far this year, and I don't see that changing anytime real soon.
Ernesto Espinoza, the Puerto Rican southpaw, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, in his last start, ended up taking the loss.
Joe Jackson will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. EK, as we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And after losing the opener of this series on Thursday, they've come back and won 2 straight. So they'll be looking to end the series on a high note here and take 3 out of 4.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Wade just to the right of the mound. Makes the play, 1 away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500.
Joe Jackson in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he's back standing. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base.
Let it rip right here.
Right side. Wade over to his left. A play at the plate, and the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
The batter.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it. They get him easy.
In now, Brian Caballero, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Redding is out in front here, 2-1. Leading off the inning, Tom Rodriguez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bravo ranging into the outfield, 1 down. Joe Jackson stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Joe Jackson.
Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning. Joe Jackson comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
Fans, our final line score.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. Redding comes out on top in this one, 4-1. So long, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours in.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Joe Jackson.
Little chopper back his way.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man hitting 6th can keep it going. He's hitting over 400 so far here in April. Obviously, we can't get too excited about it because there is so...
Rodney Jameson will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jackson is in pursuit, and the inning is over. We've played an inning, still nothing. Jose Machado gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Jackson on the move. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what's happening here. He's focused so much on lining up to make this throw that he actually forgets to catch the ball first. And he's going to get hit with an error for his efforts here. Or maybe...
Joe Jackson will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over, striding into the box, Rodney Jameson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit in the air out to left. Jackson is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. The Flying Squirrels are on top, 1-0. Joe Jackson will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Hey, 1 pitch. Make it yours.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Machado sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Last half of the 5th coming up. Richmond leads this one 7-0. Richie Boyce comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Here we go, guys. No outs here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jackson moves over, 1 out. Joe Jackson will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, not really all that tough a play heading up the middle, but you see it takes a funny little hop there at the end. And
Teddy Collins will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Yeah, and he makes the right decision holding him at third there. A lot of people might say, why not send him? Well, it's because you don't need 1 run. You need lots of runs.
Brian Caballero will dig in here with them. And their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1.
He's out.
On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score. Manny Velasco will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. On the ground to the right side. Perez in the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Joe Jackson will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Let it fly now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
Foul ball. All right, one time right here. Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here. Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch. Hey,
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. This is pulled into right, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
And you know, they put this one away fairly early. A big 4th inning was the turning point as they cruised home from there.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. EK, any thoughts?
You know, I think they have to be worried about the production they're getting from that 5-hole right now.
Number 50 starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Joe Jackson comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
He's set. Here it comes. Out in front of it, strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Here we go.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Perez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So it's on to the bottom of inning. Luis Mendoza will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bravo ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A chance now to take a look at how the home...
He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Jackson shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment now, here's a look at the defense we'll see from Reading. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, out in that corner,
Yeah, we got one.
Buster Rangel will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Hit in the air out toward left.
On you. Take it.
Jackson is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Joe Jackson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
High in the air out to center field. Lockett giving chase. 2 gone.
Here we go.
Richie Boyce comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Hey, no one down here.
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Joe Jackson will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember, the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Don't want to forget about him.
Simple throw over there.
2 out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half. Rodney Jameson will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 16.
Dustin Perez will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Jackson over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number
Joe Jackson will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here you go.
The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first.
Big dog, we need you.
Lifted in the air out to right. Jamison over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we still have no score. Rodney Jamison will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. If he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. We've played 8 full, and we still have no score. Joe Jackson will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Lockett comes on now, and he has it 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Squirrels are flying indeed. They win this one.